Hi there, welcome to the Biology Dojo, your go-to channel for simplifying, exploring, and engaging with fascinating biology topics. If you enjoy our content, subscribe to stay updated and be part of our community. Don't forget to like our videos and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. With that out the way, let's get to the class. Hello class. How are you guys doing today? Ooey, Braff, get back to your seat. Liz, would you mind presenting today?
I'm on my way, sir. Imagine a world too small to see, filled with organisms that are so tiny they're invisible to the naked eye. A world where trillions of creatures coexist and even influence our health and environment. Welcome to the fascinating realm of microbiology, the study of microorganisms. Microorganisms are everywhere, from the bacteria living in our gut to the viruses that shape the course of pandemics. But what exactly are these microscopic organisms, and why should we care about them? Let's dive deep into this microscopic world and discover how these tiny creatures impact our daily lives in big ways. Microorganisms include bacteria, viruses, fungi, and algae. While these organisms may be tiny, their impact on our world is enormous. In fact, most of the organisms on Earth are microorganisms, and they've been around for billions of years, long before humans ever appeared. Microbiologists study these tiny organisms to understand how they live, how they interact with other organisms, and how they can be used or controlled in a variety of applications. It's a branch of biology that affects many areas, from healthcare to food production, and even environmental sustainability. Let's take a closer look at the main types of microorganisms that microbiologists study. Each type plays a unique role in the world around us. Bacteria, the ubiquitous microbe. These little guys are about 0.5 to 5 micrometers in length. Just to help you imagine how small this is, 1 millimeter is 1,000 micrometers. Bacteria are single-celled organisms found in almost every environment on Earth. They can live in the soil, water, and even inside our bodies. Most bacteria are harmless or even beneficial, aiding in processes like digestion or nitrogen fixation in plants. However, some can cause infections like tuberculosis or strep throat. Scientists study bacteria not only to understand diseases, but also to harness their power. For example, certain bacteria are used to produce antibiotics or even clean up oil spills by breaking down pollutants. Viruses, the tiny invaders. Viruses are the smallest microorganisms and can only survive by infecting a host cell. Some viruses are more than 10 times smaller than bacteria. Once inside a host, viruses take over the cell's machinery to replicate and spread, often causing illness in the process. Common viruses include the flu, HIV, and the coronavirus. While viruses can be harmful, they also have a unique place in medicine. Scientists use viruses in gene therapy to treat genetic disorders by delivering healthy genes into cells and to prevent diseases through vaccine development. Fungi, the decomposers. Fungi are another group of microorganisms, and they play an essential role in breaking down organic matter. Mushrooms, yeast, and molds are all types of fungi. Though fungi are best known for being the cause of diseases like athlete's foot, they also have many beneficial uses. For example, yeast is a key ingredient in baking and brewing, and fungi are being researched for their potential to create sustainable biofuels and even medicines, like penicillin. Algae, the microscopic powerhouses. Algae may not immediately come to mind when you think of microorganisms, but they're incredibly important. Algae are photosynthetic organisms that produce oxygen and serve as the foundation of many aquatic food chains. From the small green algae in ponds to giant seaweeds in oceans, algae contribute to the balance of ecosystems by absorbing carbon dioxide and providing food for marine life. Scientists are even exploring algae as a source of renewable energy. Algae biofuels could potentially be a sustainable solution to our growing energy needs. Now that we know what microorganisms are, let's explore why studying them is so important. The world of microbiology influences almost every aspect of our lives, from health and medicine to food production and environmental conservation. medicine, and healthcare. Microbiology is essential to understanding and treating diseases. Pathogens like bacteria and viruses cause infections, and it's microbiologists who identify these pathogens and develop treatments to fight them. Antibiotics, vaccines, and antiviral drugs are all products of microbiological research. Take antibiotics, for example. These life-saving medications were discovered when scientists find that certain bacteria produce substances that kill or inhibit the growth of other microbes. Food production and safety. Microbes also play a huge role in food production. Yeasts are used to make bread rise, bacteria help ferment milk into yogurt, and certain molds are used to produce cheeses like blue cheese. Microbiologists study these processes to ensure they are safe and efficient. On the flip side, microbiology is critical for ensuring food safety. Bacteria like Salmonella or E. coli can contaminate food, leading to foodborne illnesses. Microbiologists work tirelessly to detect these pathogens, ensuring our food supply remains safe. Environmental impact and sustainability. Microorganisms are the unsung heroes of environmental conservation. Certain bacteria can break down oil spills, purify wastewater, and even help clean up toxic waste. By understanding the roles these microbes play, scientists can harness their abilities to help restore and protect ecosystems. Microbiologists are also exploring how microbes can be used in bioremediation, a process that uses organisms to clean up pollution, and how algae might be used to combat climate change by absorbing excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Let's take a closer look at some real-world applications of microbiology. It's not just about studying microorganisms in the lab. Microbiology is making a difference in our everyday lives. Vaccine development. Vaccines have been one of the most powerful tools in combating infectious diseases. Vaccines train our immune system using weakened or inactive microbes. Thanks to microbiologists, we now have vaccines for diseases like polio, measles, and the flu. More recently, the development of COVID-19 vaccines demonstrated the critical role microbiology plays in global health. Biotechnological innovations. Microbiology is at the forefront of biotechnological innovations. For instance, scientists have engineered bacteria to produce insulin, a hormone that is crucial for managing diabetes. This has revolutionized diabetes treatment, making insulin more accessible and affordable. Another exciting area is CRISPR gene editing, which uses bacteria to precisely edit DNA. This technology has the potential to cure genetic disorders and revolutionize medicine. Microbes are also used to produce enzymes, vitamins, and industrial chemicals. Environmental microbiology. Microbiologists are also tackling some of the world's biggest environmental challenges. From cleaning up oil spills to developing sustainable energy sources like algae biofuels, microorganisms have the potential to change how we address environmental issues. Microbial fuel cells, which generate electricity through the actions of bacteria, are one such innovation. These cells have the potential to power small devices and sensors in remote locations, providing a sustainable alternative to conventional energy sources. Environmental microbiologists design systems for waste reduction and climate change mitigation, such as algae biofuels, which offer renewable energy with low carbon emissions. From the invisible bacteria inside your body to the viruses that challenge global health, microbiology is the science that explains much of what happens in the world of the unseen. It's not just about studying tiny organisms in a petri dish. It's about harnessing their power to change the world. So next time you hear about bacteria, fungi, or viruses, remember, these microorganisms are much more than mere germs. They're fundamental to life itself, and the study of microbiology helps us unlock their potential for medicine, agriculture, food, energy, and environmental sustainability. Thank you for diving into the fascinating world of microbiology with us. Stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, there's always more to learn about the microbes all around us. That's a wrap for today's lesson at the Biology Dojo. If you enjoyed the journey through the wonders of life, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode. Got questions or cool biology facts to share? Drop them in the comments. I love hearing from you. And remember, science is all about curiosity, so keep exploring, keep questioning, and I'll see you next time here at the Biology Dojo.